It's summer break, and your parents have decided to leave you with your grandparents for a week. An entire week! On a mountain in the middle of nowhere. You aren't even sure if they had internet, or a TV, or, electricity? They are pretty old, after all. Just as you start to feel sorry for yourself, you hear something interesting on the radio.
Another great hit by the Heebie-Jeebies. In other news, Kentucky County officials say that sightings of mysterious lights in the forest are totally just hikers and nothing at all to be concerned about. They also say it is definitely not ghosts, fairies, aliens, Bigfoot, or anything of the sort. Well, that's the official story anyway, but we know better, don't we, listeners? Next up, Spark and the Get Down Boys with their new single, The Yeti Stole My Wallet. You're listening to 104.5 FM.
Now that seems a little more interesting. Maybe this place is more exciting than you thought. You awake in the car, having fallen asleep and dreaming of Bigfoot and aliens with the twang of the radio music in your ears. Parked outside a rundown building, the sign above the door reads, General Store. The rickety storefront immediately makes you think of cowboys and boots with spurs. With your parents nowhere in sight, you consider going inside to check on them. Or you could continue your nap. Those were some pretty fun dreams. As you step out of the car, the gravel crunches beneath your feet. You look towards the store. On the fence beside it, you see a black cat staring at you, its green eyes unblinking. Even more strange, it looks like there's a key hanging from its collar. You start to imagine what the key might open, but something catches your attention out of the corner of your eye. Turning your head towards the woods, you see a curious pale blue light blinking through the gnarled tree trunks. Could those lights be what the radio announcer was talking about? But also, that strange black cat hasn't stopped staring at you. There's definitely something strange about the way this cat is staring at you. Its green eyes are almost daring you to approach. Well, challenge accepted. You slowly walk up to the cat, hoping not to spook it. But just as you near the fence, the cat jumps behind it and out of view. You could go after it, but it's private property. You might get in trouble if someone caught you back there. Nobody ever got in trouble for just looking, right? You open the fence and step inside and are amazed at what you find. The entire yard is filled with things. Strange things. You're not even sure what half of them are. Who collects stuff like this? The people who own this store must be really, really weird. You're so caught up in looking around, you almost forget about the cat. That is, until you hear a deep, rumbling growl coming from among the junk. You stumble backwards and almost fall, but someone grabs you and helps keep your balance. You look over and see a young red-headed boy grinning at you. He's dressed in rundown overalls with a patch on one knee, over top a slightly grubby t-shirt. His toothy grin is a bit creepy, though he looks friendly enough. "Ever heard of trespassing?" the boy asks in a thick country accent. "These folks don't like people poking around. Like to keep their secrets." The boy raises one eyebrow, much higher than it seems like it should go.
And just who do you think you are asking personal questions like that?
Then he chuckles,
The name's Finn, anyway,
says the boy with a wolf-like grin.
I take it you're new around here. Ain't no one brave enough to go snooping like that. Except me, of course.
Just when you start to tell Finn about the cat, you think you hear the sound of your parents' voices calling for you. Finn shakes his head.
Well, looks like you better get back.
Just as you turn to leave, Finn stops you once more.
Oh, by the way, I think you dropped this.
He places something cool and metal in the palm of your hand. You open your fingers to look. It's a key. A golden key. You look up and Finn is already gone. You peer around to see where he went, but then hear your parents calling again. You should hurry back before they start to freak out. You return to the car, the golden key clutched firmly between your fingers. You can't help but look at it. It sure does look like real gold, shiny and bright. The key's handle is the shape of an open book. Where does it go? What does it open? You shove the key securely into your pocket. You don't mention the boy or the key to your parents. Instead, you lean your head against the window and drift off to sleep once again. Your head rolls forward as the car comes to a stop and wakes you up. Your eyes drift open and you see a mansion standing out among the trees. Stretching, you remember Finn and quickly reach into your pocket and feel the key there, cold against your skin. So, it wasn't a dream. Why did Finn give it to you? Before you have time to contemplate, your parents urge you out of the car. Stepping onto the gravel driveway, your grandparents' house looms over you. It never seems to get smaller, no matter how much you grow. Your grandparents wave at you from the front porch, welcoming you in.